evening, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. I'm Priscilla, my buddy Heather to my side, and Ginny B is here tonight as our special guest. Thank you so much for being here, Ginny.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
You know we do. We do. We're friends with Ginny off of here as well. So it's delightful to see her here, actually, live and in person. That's great. Hey, Akila. Hi, White Dragon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you here tonight. For those of you that don't know Heather and I, we're just a couple of crones that started this this channel 3 years ago. 3 years ago at the insistence of my guides, and it's been a blessing ever since. And we've met wonderful people like Ginny, and I believe her information is in the description of the video, as is all the information about Heather and myself. Ginny, do you do live readings, but do you do personal readings at all?
I have not started that yet.
Okay.
That's sweet, White Dragon. Thank you.
Oh my God, White Dragon. Thank you. I would never miss a crone show. You're so sweet.
It was very
well.
sweet.
I want to talk about something briefly, and we're going to talk about laughter and how the healing aspects of laughter and a lot of other things, but how it raises your vibration as well. But first of all, we're in a situation where I want to talk about red lipstick. There's different ways to be resistant, and we all can be resistant in these times to things that we don't prefer. And there's a lot of action going on in the streets and online. But one of the fun things that some of us older people do that don't hit the streets is wear red lipstick. Red lipstick became popular with women in the French Resistance, and the Allies wore it as a sign of resistance because Adolf Hitler hated the red lipstick. American women flooded factories and battlefields with red lipstick. The Marines even created a mandatory lipstick for women. Mandatory, can you believe that? For women, called Montezuma Red, representing the American flag. Good old misogyny. And then Elizabeth Arden created Victory Red for the suffragette movement. So ladies, get out your red lipstick, even if it's in your favorite color. It's a quiet sign of resistance. And I think that's a great one. Another one is a blue lapis bracelet. I see them on TikTok like for $8, and it's lapis lazuli. And it represents those that are in, I think, dire situations right now. Our LGBTQ community, those that are disabled. There's a lot going on out there. And the lapis blue bracelet represents strength, wisdom, and truth. Increases self-confidence. It stands for truth, wisdom, and spiritual enlightenment, and is a symbol of protection. And right now, it's become a sign of unity and standing strong together and empowerment of those that are not as fortunate as some of us. So that's really all I wanted to say on that situation. But I think laughter is important right now in this time. We need to keep our vibration high and focus on ourselves and healing ourselves so that we can raise the vibration of the collective.
And you ought to show that first one you found.
What's that? Oh, are you ready? Oh, hi, oil painter. Hi, Diana.
I'm sorry about your seller.
Amanda Carroll says she's going to add the lipstick. I love it. That's brilliant. Oh, she's done it. Now she's walking the dog with us. That's
Good
lovely.
thing.
Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. She said her basement flooded this
That's
morning.
why I said I'm so sorry that happened.
Sending you lots of energy and strength. That's not an easy situation.
Yeah. Even if
Maybe you'll get to laugh a little bit while you're listening to us. And maybe that'll make it a little bit easier to clean up that bloody mess.
We can say Michael row your boat ashore.
We could. And we could all jump in the boat with Diana.
Or
Oh,
sit
my
down, you're rocking the boat. You know, we can sing her some.
You know what? How people stand up in things like that, I do not know, because I was on a Ferris wheel the other day and just sitting in that little bucket. As soon as it came to a stop at the top, it was like, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not standing up. I'm not even moving. Oh, okay. So the first thing, you guys, you know me, I love slides and I love memes. So when we decided we were going to talk about the power of laughter, I had to go find something. And this is the very first one. And I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I laughed my ass off when I saw it. I think it's fun. Yeah, well, nobody should have a basement in Florida, White Dragon. And I want to know, you guys out in the chat room, what you do to make yourself feel better. What do you do to laugh? What makes you laugh crazy? I think that would be good to know. What do you guys think about this one?
Oh, I think he's adorable. So ugly, but so adorable.
Laugh in the face of creepiness.
Boy, isn't he creepy? I'm not going to show another one for a minute. I just wanted to chat. Oh, maybe I should put this one up, though. Laughter is the sun that drives winter from the human face. And that's Victor Hugo, the
Victor
French
Hugo.
author. So I'll just leave you with a little sunny one for the moment.
Well, I can go with the old Bugs Bunny cartoons. Three Stooges.
Yeah.
They're okay, but my brothers loved them.
My brothers loved the Three Stooges. I thought they were idiots. I didn't.
But if I can add, some of the laughter is also a rebellion. It's wearing the lapis, it's wearing the red lipstick, because if somebody's if you feel downtrodden, you feel depressed, if you stay that way, then whoever the they is in your life or out there on the streets, they win. And if we laugh at them, they don't like that.
You
can fill in the blank of them and they as you choose.
Yeah. I kind of wish I knew what our Orange Menace thought, what he disliked, so we could all get it for him.
Why, Miss Heather, I did not know you had it in you like that.
No, we're giving him gifts.
Well,
I
that's
love is the best gift. Sorry, love bombs to me are the best gifts.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
I can't help myself. I just have to do it. Hey, Lauren Huntsinger. Let's see what she says. Oh, the basements for sure. Lucky for me, it was only 3 inches and only the whatever that means motor on the sub pump. It's just that I had all the laundry on the floor to wash. So it was, oh my God.
Oh gosh. I know what you're going through. We used to have floods and I lived in New Jersey and the laundry is in the basement. And they actually raised one half of the basement and made it a playroom, and it was all nicely done. But then you had the old part where the furnace was, and it would get flooded. And you always sorted clothes on the floor. You left
That's how you do laundry. You sort on the floor.
Well, and I think Spirit's telling her that if she had stuff from 4 years ago, she was supposed to pitch. Now's the time.
Yeah.
There you go. A free reading from Ginny.
That's kind of how it goes in my world. It's kind of like, oh, okay, I get the message.
Oil Painter says Labradorite on the left, lapis on the right if you're wearing it. And can you tell us why? Because I didn't talk about Labradorite. I don't know that. I don't know about Labradorite. Oh,
Well.
See, we're all laughing already. It doesn't take
hope makes you guys smile. At least.
Heather, you taught me that about a smile. You change people's life with your smile. When we used to walk the dog in Key West, Heather would say hi to every Tom, Dick, and Harry we passed. It didn't matter. I'd be like, "What the hell? I don't want to talk to them." Grumpy Priscilla. And but I watched other people and how it changed the look on their faces, and by God, I was doing it pretty soon.
Yeah, they look at you like you're nuts at first, but then they feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. I haven't found they haven't warmed up to me here in Colorado like they did in Key West.
Well, I don't care if they warm up to me or not. I just say hello. Doesn't
Me
matter.
too. And if they're grumpy, that's even better because then you can give them an even bigger smile.
Yeah, I smile at them, and they just sometimes they look at me like, huh?
Yeah.
Well, but you know that's okay because it makes them think. And if there's somebody really grouchy and you smile at them, you can do that as an experiment for anybody who's walking around in the stores and just smile at somebody. And while they might not like it at first, I'll bet later they smile or they decrease it because it's just funny. It's magic.
You can see the wheels turning in their heads going, okay, why was that?
Yeah, just for no reason.
They're not concentrating on why they were so grumpy. They're trying to figure out, So
what they're smiling at.
And it's kind of a natural thing that if you engage in that eye-to-eye contact and you smile for even just a little bit, then our automatic response is to return that.
Yes, it is.
You have to try really hard not to smile back, even if it's a grimace. But yeah.
And they'll look at me with the dog, and by the time we have passed, they're smiling at the dog. And some even say hello to the dog. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. They're in a better mood, so it doesn't matter.
And that's right. They're in a better mood, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You get blue butterflies tonight, Jenny.
Oh.
Blue butterflies.
There's energy impulses.
Anybody else got any thing to say about what makes you laugh?
Cool. Oh, I just like watching people.
People's stupidity makes me laugh.
Which even
people's stupidity pisses me off.
innocent byplay between a guy and a girl, and it's just humorous to watch. He's confused or she's confused. You're like, huh? And the other one smirks a little bit about something. It's funny how they relate to each other.
I came across something today because I kind of looked up some of the laughter and the joy kind of things.
Cool.
And I don't know the validity of the statistic, but it was kids smile 400 times a day, adults generally 20 times.
That's just sad.
It's very sad.
It is.
It's really sad.
It is really. So we need to be more childlike.
I think I have a
saying that.
No, this isn't the one with the statistics, but the benefits of laughter, mental releases endorphins, which are linked to positive moods, reduces stress, anxiety, and depression, and improves life satisfaction. Physically, it increases natural killer cell activity, cells in the innate immune system known for fighting infection and detecting cancer. Provides similar cardiovascular benefits to exercise, improves learning and creative thinking, and increases pain tolerance. I've seen a lot of information about how laughter increases pain tolerance.
And getting back to how seldom adults smile. If you're smiling at them, that may be the only smile they see all day.
I think that's the one. Yeah, that's true. That's really true. I think that especially when you're out in public, you see a lot of people that look like they haven't seen a smile in a long time.
I mean, a real smile, not one of these political, a real one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to take that banner down because it's making me crazy. And Ginny's on the bottom again.
Crone is back on where she belongs.
Let me see if this is the one that has the statistics. You can read. Why don't you read this, Heather?
Okay, I'm going to start with the dark blue one, guys.
Okay.
One
How about
good
the one in the
belly
middle?
laugh. Oh, in the middle? Are they numbered? Okay. 8 things you didn't know about laughter. One good belly laugh burns about 3.5 calories. For those of us on a diet, that'll help.
Jesus, I want to burn more than 3.5.
Well, I'll take anything that beats not smiling or
There
laughing.
you go.
Okay. In
Cute.
groups, women laugh more than men. Men may chuckle maybe a little bit, but they won't outright laugh. Laughter is said to improve alertness, creativity, and memory. I can believe that wakes you up. Most people,
I need to laugh more.
and most people can't laugh on command. You tell them to laugh and they'll pretend. You give me some of the oil. What is that? Fregonia. It will make me laugh. Sorry, it just does.
It's like sniff, laugh.
I know, sniff, and I can't help it. The sound of laughter isn't associated with any one language. Sounds the same everywhere. And healthy people laugh 100 to 400 times a day. That's about 2,800 times a week, or 146,000 times a year.
I don't think I laugh 100 times a day.
It depends on what I'm watching.
Yes.
True.
The littlest things will make me laugh. Nobody is going to.
The cat and the dog make me laugh a lot, I must admit.
And gelotology.
Really?
Is the study of humor and laughter.
Gelotology. I would have thought it was the study of Jello.
Yeah, it's bad enough they have that word there, but then they have it sideways.
Exactly. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's great.
Well, the best laugh, if you want to laugh or joy, just watch a baby laugh or watch the videos with babies laughing.
Those
You
damn
cannot-
shorts of babies
yeah.
laughing.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are
It is true. It's true medicine.
Yep, there's nothing cuter than a laughing baby. And doing silly things.
Yes.
Mhm.
I can watch those baby videos all day long.
And yeah, watching them dance.
Well,
Yeah.
or just, and the silly cat and dog video. I mean, there are some cat videos where the cats are just, like bouncing off the walls and this and that and scaring people, and you start to laugh and you cannot stop.
Yeah, you're right.
Or the infectious laugh between two people when somebody says something and it's so funny and you start laughing and you just keep building off of each other and your sides hurt by the time you're done.
Well, laughter will release all that stress. I know that when I was living in the dorm when I was going to college, and it was the finals times, and everybody's busy studying, so I was always afraid to just laugh in my room because everybody would hear it. I'm sure they heard it just as bad when I went out to the staircase, and I would just laugh my head off, almost hysterically, to release all the stress. But I would just laugh and laugh and laugh. I couldn't stop. And there were times when things were so.
I've never done that. I've never thought about laughing to release stress.
Oh, I just went out there and I would start to laugh and couldn't stop. And there are times, especially if I've had Fregonia, I will just laugh and cannot stop. But you're
just shit. That affects you is amazing.
I know.
Well, and sometimes it can really make other people angry because they want to feel bad, which just makes me laugh more.
Very true.
They don't want to laugh with you.
I was married to someone like that, and he just didn't know how to do that. And it was just, we're not married any longer.
Needless to say, needless to say, never mind.
Yeah, that
you
doesn't work.
can't laugh.
It
There's-
must have been opposites attract.
You know. But there
Babies and
was a movie called Monsters Inc.
oh my God! It
Oh,
was
I've heard of that.
that went to
Oh, I've seen it.
they were scaring kids to get screams so that they could power their world, the monster world, and they found out that the laughter had more power. And that was one of my favorite.
Oh, I remember. Yes, and so they defeated them
Mhm.
because they were laughing so
But
much.
they defeated the bad guys within the monster world, and because laughter is just so much
better.
So with all this stuff that's going on in the world, and as hard as it is, sometimes we can just kind of laugh at their ignorance and stupidity. And that doesn't mean it's not real. Doesn't mean there's not serious things going on, but we don't have to, we can laugh at their stupidity.
Yeah, we don't have to absorb it. And that's the main
Right.
thing, is not absorbing this crap. Just
Yeah.
laugh at it, move on, work on yourself, do whatever you need to do to make you happy, and try to keep the chaos at bay with laughter and smiling, because things will work out. They always do. Seashells, I'm sorry, we're not doing any readings that I'm aware of. You guys want to do any readings? I don't care if you do.
Okay.
It makes me no, never mind.
Well, hell,
I'm
let's
having
do
a
it then.
I'm having a good time.
Then good. You don't need to do readings if you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Amanda says she watches it once a year. I'll be damned. Sully, yes, Sully.
Yes,
It's kind of like love. You just can't be.
Now I'm going to have to go watch it because it's been a while. Billy Crystal's one of them.
Yeah.
Sully is John
Yeah.
Goodman, isn't it? John
Mhm.
Goodman?
Yeah.
I can't remember who else is in it, but damn, it's a good movie. And I really don't watch cartoons. I don't really care for cartoons unless they're the old ones.
I don't know how that one came up on my,
yeah.
I don't know how that one came up, and I even, I don't know whether because my grandson didn't like animated things, but when I watched it and so I just really enjoyed it just because of the play on the emotion,
Yeah.
and laughter wins, right?
Yeah. Laughter wins, like love wins.
Now in German, and I'm not a speaker of German, but there is a word that's called Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude, or yeah, something close to that. And it means taking joy at another person's misery. So we need to watch our Schadenfreude sometimes. In other words, laughing with people rather than laughing at people.
You know,
think
I
it's
don't like
important.
laughing at people. I never liked late night hosts that
Right.
made fun of their guests.
Oh, no.
I always thought
That's mean.
it was really mean. Well, Johnny Carson was one mean MF as far as I was concerned.
Yes.
I never could watch those things. And I still don't take joy for the most part. I can't say always.
I was waiting for that.
For the most part, I don't take joy in other people's.
Sometimes
misfortune.
when somebody gets what they deserve, we get to smile.
And say yes, and move on.
We
When
just have
it's
to know what we're
justice.
doing. We
Yeah.
just have
When
to know
it's
what we're doing.
justice, it's okay.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Kind of like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Very
You got
good.
it out. That's good. Good job.
That's a hard word to say.
It is. So, what all are you doing, Jenny, to make you laugh off the day-to-day shit?
After I'm done swearing,
Mm-hmm.
just occupying myself with other things. I have a short attention span.
Mm-hmm.
That
And I
helps.
can't. And there's certain people for whom I know that are part of my family by just genetics that I bait them into showing their stupidity and laugh, but they don't know they keep taking the bait.
That's
Oh
just
my.
mean, Jenny. That's just
It's not mean. I'm not doing it, and I don't respond. But you could scroll on past my stuff. I'm not making you respond and stuff. But it gives me, some Schadenfreude.
Yes.
I don't know that I've ever been in not that I have not been depressed at major sections in my life, But even within that, I have always had the gift of finding something within that. And it's not necessarily to laugh at it, or to take joy in it, but just to understand it.
Understand it.
And yes, and it's a because nothing is 100% dire unless we let it be, kind of sort of thing. It's a part of resilience for me, that we are resilient, not because we're tough. I mean, not only because we're tough and we can get through the things, but because we get through the things. Because
we obviously have to be this old.
To a person who is listening or will listen, or who we talk to, as of this moment, we have 100% survived our toughest times.
We have. Indeed.
And it's a matter of looking at the perspective and not getting caught in that muck and that mud, because it drags, our ego drags us down and stuff like that. And and like I said, it's not like I haven't had to work through all those things, but even when you're down, if you can just smile at the dog, laugh at the baby video, take a joy that there's a flower coming up in the backyard, just those microseconds, just those microseconds of finding something
good.
Yes, and there is in the direst of times and in the darkest
There's
of times.
Plenty good. Yes. You can always walk outside into nature.
Yes.
You can always walk out, hug a tree, or
and for anybody who's having trouble with that.
And you can always find something to be grateful for.
Well, but people who suffer from true depression and stuff, if they're not able to do that, that's when they need to seek help.
Absolutely.
Because that's real too.
It is. My granddaughter has therapy for her depression.
Right.
And it's a damn good thing, and she loves it.
Yes. Or, watch a kitty or baby video. It's just one little chuckle it breaks that surface tension.
Yes.
It just breaks that surface tension.
I agree.
Just cracks a little bit. Anyway. But yeah, so basically I guess I'm easily distracted.
It's a damn good thing right now, girlfriend.
Yeah. I was going to say, short attention span right now is really good.
It really is. But I've had a lot of trouble focusing on my shorter attention span the last few months. Because deep in my gut, there's that there's a sense of panic sometimes.
Yes.
Like, holy fuck. For anybody that doesn't like that, but literally, so I have to distract myself.
Yeah.
And I actually have faith in spirit that I never realized it was going to get this bad, but I've known since 2016 what was going to happen. I just couldn't visualize it.
Correct.
I hadn't.
We didn't realize it was going to be this kind of bad.
Yeah. And I don't think we've seen the worst. That's the scary part. But let's don't get scared, because there things that you can do nothing about. Forget them. Forget them. Just forget them. If you can do something like wearing your red lipstick, or going out and standing in the streets, or doing the boycotts.
And I got to tell you, here in Denver, every weekend there is some sort of protest. I live right
by the Capitol,
blocks away from the Capitol, and there are some kind of protests along the government buildings every weekend.
Here too,
people with signs on. So,
and I'm really proud of the young people, because I feel like my generation has let them down terribly, and thank God they've got more cojones than we do.
Yeah.
Although we did fight.
I was going to say, it's just their turn. It's just their turn.
It is. It's their turn.
It's their turn.
Because we fought.
Yes, it's their turn.
Yes, it's true.
Yes.
But like
I'm very proud of them.
The sad part is that it doesn't get reported. People don't realize it, except where they're living there. It should be broadcast across the United States. All these things that are going on.
But you know what it does do?
They would have. But 20 years ago, they would have, but not now, because corporations own everything now.
Yeah. But the side note to that, again, my looking at things in a different view, is it still raises the energy.
It does.
The collective,
It
the
does.
collective energy is there. And they can do what they want to do as long as we keep doing the collective
I agree.
the collective protest, whether it's bracelets or lipsticks or boycotting or marching or calling
Whatever.
or whatever it is that you're doing, it raises that collective energy and it becomes even more powerful. And what come what may, right? But we also, to put this in perspective, if we look back through our lives, everything we have done or reached, we couldn't have imagined doing that.
True.
Would you have imagined sitting here tonight? And for people listening or watching this, imagine that you would be sitting here doing this 10 years ago. Would you have thought of that, let alone 20 years ago? And yet here we are.
5 years ago.
Yes. Well, and we've handled death, and we've handled unemployment. We've handled having children, losing loved ones and stuff. And we would never have imagined that.
Exactly.
So this is just another thing. This is just another thing. We're just all in this together.
Right. And I was going to say, like Amanda Carroll said, some of those signs are hysterical. They're hysterical because whoever made them is using their creativity to create something that's higher vibration.
Oh, the creativity and the jokes. First of all, my advice is don't look at the fun stuff on Instagram, even if it's making fun of current situations, just before you go to bed, because laughter increases all of your endorphins.
And you cannot sleep.
Go to sleep, which is better to watch that than the depressing stuff.
I'm not on Instagram. I quit Facebook and Instagram, but I had to go back to Facebook for when the cat disappeared. And so I haven't quit it again, but I will. But TikTok's the same. Oh my God, there's so many creative people on TikTok. I don't know if it's
the humor. The humor is just beyond me.
I post or pass on so many funny things on TikTok. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Things are happening, and a lot of it is to do with how we react and keeping our vibration high and sending out that love, unity, consciousness, and energy to all those that are not only those that we love, but those that we really don't. It's really important to send love and unity, consciousness, energy. These are some sad souls out there. These are some sad souls.
I saw a meme the other day that said, when we see these individuals that are not woke,
not in alignment with their heart,
there's these naysayers, these negative people, is they are here to remind us what happens if you don't evolve.
Oh God, isn't that an interesting?
Isn't that profound? So
that is really profound.
That is just
whoa.
I had to think about that one for a while, because that kind of
That's kind of scary.
that switches the perspective, because this still is just a board game, right?
It is.
This is just the things that we are playing out. But I thought that one was very profound, in that it takes some of the judgment that I have off. Some of the judgment.
A wee bit.
A wee bit. But it gives me it does give me a different perspective.
Yeah. Absolutely it does. I'm going to be with a bunch of unwoke people tomorrow, and it's
the coma colliders.
Make sure you put yourself in a bubble.
Oh, I will. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. I'm going to get my CCL, and tomorrow take the class and practice. And it's very strawberry.
Okay, so what do you mean very strawberry?
Red.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I get it. See, I'm a little slow.
Yeah, it's yeah.
She
Well,
was trying to be
just put
more
on a grimace. Just
polish
put on a
and
grimace
polish
and act
about
like
it.
them.
I just want to be the best shot in the class. That'll do it
You
for
don't
me.
want much.
Well, you've shot before, so you won't have any problems.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I can kill a skunk if I have to with one fire, so we're
You
You
good.
live on a farm. You get used to shooting gun.
Exactly.
This is the
But
best
I've never
name. How come
tried
she
to-
comes up with the best names? The coma colliders.
Yeah,
I call them the zombies. That's my word, the zombies.
gliders are good.
Because obviously they can't think or process information. So they're a zombie, right? Because zombies only do what they're told to do by their maker.
Creators, yeah.
Well, unless you're watching Walking Dead, and then they just,
I have never watched Walking Dead. I have to say, I am not a expert on zombies. Just the ones in on the planet, right?
And we send them love.
And I send them so much love.
well, see, so you can go to your class tomorrow, and they're going to assume that you don't know how to do anything because one, you're a woman, and two, you're not a young woman,
Mhm,
and you have pink hair
mhm.
And they
Which is
really
And a nose ring.
and a nose ring.
they don't know
Nose
what's
ring.
coming.
And you'll be wearing red lipstick. So, but
And my lapis bracelet
they won't get
on the
that.
What
wrong
they don't
wrist.
know can hurt them.
Yeah.
We're
I'll
those
let you
crazy
know how
grannies.
it goes. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're those crazy grannies.
Crazy grannies.
Yeah,
Without a
and I
doubt.
admit it to my grandkids. I'm crazy, but as long as I don't hurt anybody, you can't touch me.
Well, you know, we lived up in Jackson, Wyoming for a number of
I
years.
love
when-
Jackson. I think that is one.
It's a hard
one
place to live. It's a hard place to live because
I
you
bet.
either are have or have not.
Yeah.
And my husband was teaching high school and stuff up there, but it was he went. It was during the summertime, and he was going to go to a teacher conference or whatever. And we had, you know, you have a gun and stuff. We had a 22 pistol, and we kept the pistol and the ammunition separate from me, you know, things just for a safety thing. It was just the two of us. And so he quizzed me about what I would do because it was at the height of the commune and hippie area, and people, you know, itinerants coming through Jackson, and there was all sorts of strange things that could go on. And I said, the first thing I do is I load the gun. And I said,
Yeah.
the second thing I do is if there is an intruder is I shoot around into the wall. And he said, why would you do that? And I said, because then they know I'll shoot.
That's a good idea.
So keep that, not that I'm recommending this to anybody out there, but if you have intent, and this goes back to intent on anything, whether it's intent to smile, you know, why are we smiling with intent and stuff, is that if you demonstrate that you're willing to follow through, whatever it is in your life, then people respect that a little bit more.
Absolutely, they do. What a great analogy.
Yeah.
It scared him to
that
death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I got my gun, I was told, don't even think about trying not to hurt them. If they're coming after you and you have a gun, they're trying to hurt you. So
My daddy told me if they're outside, drag them in the house. Then you can't be.
Okay, so smiling to self-defense, you know, I guess smile when you do it. Because
Never mind. We better cut this one off right here.
I think we got to go back to good luck on your class tomorrow, Priscilla. Let us know how that goes.
Save her for the class. She'll really throw everybody.
Laughing
But
about
I'll be
it.
smiling all day long.
But see, but the laughing about it then takes all of that edge off. If you can laugh about something, you can't fear it as much.
That's true. That's true. Laughing definitely holds the fear at bay as well. Will Painter says that's perfect. I agree.
You can be disarming with your smile.
Exactly.
You can really induce fear with how you smile.
I've done that.
I bet Jenny has a scary smile when she wants to. Oh, here, I have another one.
Laughter
I
is
loved Charlie Chaplin till I heard
Mhm.
what sick he was, and then that
yes.
disappeared. Laughter is the tonic, the relief, the surcease of pain. He was so cute as the little tramp. But what a wanker in real life, right?
Well, we won't even mention his real life. There are a lot of movie stars that are great on screen and not so otherwise.
I find I don't watch them anymore.
Amanda Carroll has a really good comment. It's up
What's
above
that?
Oil Painters. Gallows humor is sort of necessary in these times.
Oh, absolutely. I agree 100%. Thank God we know some. That's all I know is gallows humor.
But it's just cathartic.
It really is.
It breaks that surface tension of whatever it is that's going on, and we still have to be appropriate because there's sometimes laughter is inappropriate.
Is it? You mean like at a funeral?
Well, that depends on the funeral, but
Yeah. True. Heather, why don't you read this one?
Humanity has unquestionably one really effective weapon: laughter. Power, money, persuasion, supplication, persecution, these can fit at a colossal humbug, plus a little, weaken it a little, century by century, but only laughter can blow it to rags and atoms at a blast. Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand. No matter how mad somebody is, if you start laughing at them, they're just like, huh?
That's going to piss them off more. You laugh at me
Well,
when I'm mad.
Yeah, but they want to know why you're laughing. What?
Yeah.
That is a very perceptive quote for these days and
Yeah,
times.
I thought so too, because it just nailed it. Laugh at it. Laugh at the situation. Laugh at them. They can't deal with it. Don't let it bring you down.
Mhm.
It's the way to win. Because laughter also,
It's kind of like shooting them with love.
exactly. Laughter has love within it. Laughter has a lot of love within it. So when you're laughing, you're loving as well. Depending on how you're laughing.
Well, look, as long as we are laughing, then there's hope.
Yes.
It's when it's my kids know that if mom's quiet,
watch out.
Yeah, look out.
Yeah.
My daughter was the same.
Yeah, my kids know too. If I am really quiet, they better be treading carefully and finding out why I am that quiet.
Well, and it's because laughter is hope. I mean, because you're breathing in, you're laughing, you're building energy and stuff. But it's hope that you'll be alive after you're done laughing. But in this day and age,
laughter is really good for your lungs. It's like breath work.
Yes.
A type of breath work for your lungs, because you laugh and you open up the bottom part of your lungs that rarely get breath.
Enough air.
Yeah.
I love what Amanda Carroll shared. It was funny.
Hey, Elizabeth. Welcome, 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 friend.
See what Amanda Carroll wrote. It's funny as heck.
A guy in next door this AM posted an AI-generated letter to the city regarding some road conditions in the voice of Werner Herzog. It was so damn funny.
Well, and but it's very interesting because it disarms the person reading it, and they get better the idea that you're trying to make.
Yes. Yes.
We're back to disarming again with laughter.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Disarming with laughter. We can disarm a lot of situations with laughter.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. And I just love that it's healthy and good for us as well.
As long as people think that you're laughing with them and not at them.
Not at them. Well, like you said earlier,
the situation. I can laugh at the situation.
Definitely. Yeah, my granddaughter, when I would laugh at things, she'd go, "Why are you laughing at me?" I said, "I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the situation. It's so ridiculous." And then she would turn around and start laughing because she could see the humor in the situation.
You know, that brings up a really unique thing to talk about, and that's learning to not take ourselves so seriously.
Yes.
By learning to laugh at
Because
ourselves.
we do.
Because to learn to laugh at ourselves.
Yes.
And I think that was one of the hardest things for me.
Me too.
I wish I'd have learned that a lot younger, because it's because of all those things that we think people think about us.
Yeah.
And what I have found is that when you laugh at yourself, it catches them so unawares. They don't know what to do about it. And everything, all the tensions takes care of. When you laugh at yourself, they're going, huh? And then they start laughing at it.
Exactly. Some people can't take a joke. I can't take a joke sometimes. I don't understand it. Yeah, it depends on the person and in the type of joke it is.
Yeah.
Some jokes go like this over my head. I don't get them. I don't get the humor in them.
And you've got to feel, you've got to think about what they're going through at that moment, because maybe at that moment they can't see the joke because they are so disturbed about something else.
And then there's some people that just bloody can't take a joke.
Then there are those people who can't do it.
They're grumpy heads.
Grumpy heads. I like that.
Well, and then to tease out of that there's people, having the joke versus somebody who's teasing you and then saying, "I'm just joking." Teasing to me is a very negative action.
I think so too.
It can be very, very hurtful.
But a joke, yeah. And so it's the context, but yeah, it goes back to learning how to laugh at oneself.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people can't do that, because there's lots of times I needed to be laughed at because it was kind of like ridiculous. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I've learned to take a joke, but it depends on my mood too.
Oh, we water signs are kind of that way.
Yes, we water signs are definitely that way. And I have that scorpion sting too, so you really don't want to mess with me.
Well, Elizabeth is just such a sweet person.
But she has such a warm heart. Doesn't matter.
Yes, Elizabeth is a sweet person, surrounded by angels.
Let's talk about you.
Oh, thank you. I'd say sweet and what's the other one? Not sweet and salty.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
I think I'd have to add a little salty to that, because I cuss like a sailor.
And I laugh at you for it. Or I laugh
what I have found since I've lived here? You are not going to believe this, Heather. You're never going to believe this in a million years. I no longer have road rage. I laugh instead of going,
you won. I knew when you could do that, you would win, and you won. Good girl.
You can't. I mean, that was a big one. Everybody on the road pissed me off. There are idiots out there. Where did you get your driver's license? Oh my God. You know what I mean? I
better park it.
I've noticed since I've lived here that it's less and less. Not that the drivers are any better, because they're not. They're a lot of students, so they're idiots. That's okay. It used to scare Olivia.
It didn't scare me. I would laugh at you.
You did. But Olivia, it would frighten her. Gammy, are you okay? No. Dumbass. I was naughty. I know, right, White Dragon? I am like, oh man. I'll tell you a story. Back in the day when I worked in Dallas and lived in Fort Worth, and every day I took oh my God, I've forgotten the name of the highway. The North Highway loop. to work. And it took me about an hour, hour and a half to get to work. And same in the evening, maybe even 2 hours. And one day I'm going to work and I get in this road rage thing with this car that's going slow in the left lane and honking and doing this nonsense. And he won't pull over and he's being a total dick and I'm pissed off. And then we pass each other and we shoot each other the finger and I get to the work and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? This is Texas. These people carry guns. What are you doing?
And they do, and they will fire them and have.
Wow.
I mean, it would be in the news. Somebody shot somebody.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was. So, I mean, after that day, I never did anything like that again. But it was like, whoa, girl, you got some anger issues. So I started just cussing them out instead. And now I don't even do that. So I feel like I've won some kind of battle.
Good job. Good job.
Not that it'll never happen again. I'm not saying that. I'm only human.
Not like it used to, though. No matter what, it won't go back.
Let's see what she says. A very special psychic I went to gave me advice in times of stress. Giggle first. Wonderful advice. It allows a breath, a pause in a good way. Oh, I love that one.
It's good.
A giggle first. I do the 3 deep breaths when I start feeling an anxiety. I just take 3 deep breaths, real slow, stop at the top and then let them out really slow. And I think it was called the 4-7-8. It helps you go to sleep, but it helps me with stress. And so you take it in at 4 count, hold it for 7 and let it out for 8. Man, that takes this anxiety away like that. It's just amazing. I'm trying to get Olivia to do it, but so far, no luck.
No, you need to have an old hobo tell her, and then she'll try it.
A new what? An old what?
Hobo.
Oh, the hobo down the street.
Down the street.
They don't call them hobos anymore.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
That's interesting. I like the giggle too. Let me see if we have any other slides. What time is it? Oh, good. That was fun. That's a blank one. I think we got them all. But this one's my favorite.
That's my favorite too. Yeah, I understand White Dragon, like Yosemite Sam.
I like to
but that's also cathartic.
It is. It is.
And then we can laugh about cathartic swearing.
Yes, I find it very cathartic.
Especially driving.
Especially driving. I don't know, not so much anymore.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing. I guess because it was frightening Olivia. I thought I must sound pretty bad. Maybe I should pay attention. So I did. So
hey, you were getting your stress out. That's okay.
Exactly. White Dragon, Yosemite Sam. If I heard you do that, I'd definitely laugh. I would die laughing. Yosemite Sam is so hilarious, so cute, and those
Foghorn
Leghorn, yes, Foghorn Leghorn. These what are they called? Cartoons were so much more funny.
Yeah,
out there now.
Yeah,
crap.
And so much of it was like language. It was language based. It wasn't everybody beating everybody else up. It was just.
Well, I don't know, but there was a lot of violence in Bugs Bunny.
Yes, there was a lot of violence.
The Road Runner.
But nobody got hurt.
Poor Wile E. Coyote got smashed every day.
Every day he ran into
God love him. He was dumb as dirt. running into stone walls
and looking up and having an anvil fall on him, things like that.
What are the cartoons you watched, Jenny, when you were a kid?
Those.
Those.
You
Yeah,
know,
too.
Tom and Jerry,
I
the
love
Yosemite
the old
Sam,
Tom and Jerry.
yeah,
And I
all
like
of
the
those.
Mickey Mouse stuff.
Yep.
Mickey Mouse.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And mom and dad would take you to the theater, the movie theater, and you could be in the movie theater all day watching cartoons and silly
Movies.
movies.
Yep.
That's how I spent my Saturdays. You know, I'd give you like 25 cents. You go to the movies and get candy and popcorn and a drink.
Fractured fairy tales.
God, those
Yep.
were hilarious. What was that girl's name that did the Fractured Fairy Tales?
Oh, I don't know. She's funny.
That did Popeye, the movie Popeye. Shelley.
Long? Shelley Long?
No,
It wasn't Shelley Long.
no. But they were funny. I'd watch those again, the Fractured Fairy Tales. Those were brilliant.
Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about them. Boris and Natasha.
Yeah, almost like
Robin Williams really did do a good job of Popeye. He looked just like him. The way he could do his eye. Oh my God, that was a funny movie. Better cartoon was better, but that's okay.
Yeah, but they did a good job in casting that movie.
They did.
Yeah.
What time is it? 56. Jenny?
Yes, ma'am.
Any final words on humor that you want to express? If not, what are you going to be doing this week? Jenny normally reads cards. By the way, she's a phenomenal reader.
Thank you.
I practice with her quite frequently, and I'm always excited when I get put in a breakout room with our Jenny because we have wonderful messages for each other, and she's a phenomenal reader. So
thank you.
Where are you going to be on next?
I am on Sun Psychic Jean's show tomorrow at 11 Central Time.
Fantastic.
You can do your appropriate math and like that. And I really do enjoy the reading and all of that. But I have to tell you, when everybody tells, I don't know what you're talking about. I just talk and read the cards. And that's because I can't experience myself.
Yes. And that's the way it is.
And it's stuff. And that's okay and stuff like that. But yes, I really enjoy I just totally adore the two of you. And I really like being on Jean's show. We have some
yes,
great
we pretty much adore Jean too. We were on her show yesterday.
I saw that, but the whole how everybody I got here via Jean.
Actually, we got here via Jean in some ways too.
I was listening to that yesterday when you were talking to her because I got a reading with her by a long and first met her and she does reading that energy because she says, "Oh, honey, you got to be doing this stuff," and I'm going, "Who me?
Who me?
Who me?" And here we are. But yeah,
I know she's phenomenal. Such a great heart, beautiful heart.
Yes.
Just so full of love and sharing, compassion.
Yes.
She's
just one of my favorite people on the planet. I adore Jean. And thank you, Jean, for being my sister.
And I was going to say the lady you were thinking it was Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall, that's
correct. Yes.
Yeah, she's the one that played Olive Oil, and she was perfect for the part. Absolutely perfect for the part. Let's see, what do we have next? We have Tuesday. We have what's the show on Tuesday? Oh, Seven of Pentacles. This is phenomenal. We're doing the Seven of Pentacles because Heather asked her guides.
What should I talk about? What should we be looking about? And when I drew a card, they flipped that one out.
So we're doing the show on the Seven of Pentacles and what that means.
Fascinating.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I'm really excited about it. Yeah. I think you should do that more often. I think it's going to be a phenomenal show.
Well, I hope what I sent you helps.
Well, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. And then next weekend, who do we have next weekend? I think it's Valerie again.
Because we have
new moon, which is another eclipse. It's a
Oh,
lunar
yes.
eclipse, or was it a
Solar. It'll be a solar. We had the
solar
lunar.
eclipse, this one. So that'll be interesting as well. So yeehaw. And I hope you'll come back, Jenny. I haven't told anybody this, but we're going to be on hiatus for a little bit. My van gets ready the 14th of April. And so I'm going to take about 6 weeks off. I'm
Getting
thinking for me to figure out what I'm doing on the road, and for Heather and I to figure out where we're going to go from here. We're going to continue doing what we're doing. It's just going to be in a different way, and we're not quite sure how that's going to work out yet.
We have logistics to figure out.
Yeah. So
that's neat, because it's time. Everything's got to change and change up.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I've been told I'm moving, so haven't found the place yet, but they've told me I'm moving. So
yes,
and I'm very happy about that, because I'm really not that happy about being in the city. I don't like the city. Never have.
That's how I felt when I left Key West. Is I just don't want to be in the city again. So I'm right in the middle of the city right now. But
you're kind of what they call the suburbs.
I'm right in the middle.
Well, I am right smack down the middle. I mean, I'm called we're in the Capitol Hill section.
Yeah.
And the Capitol is 2 blocks away. And the federal judiciary building is 3 blocks in a different direction. You know?
Yeah. I really love living here in Fort Collins. It's been interesting to live around my daughter and her family, be around them for a year. And I'm ready to move on. I'm really excited about the van being. I'm ready to move on. But boy, I love Colorado, and I love the mountains here. Fort Collins is a delightful little town to live in. I'm just not interested in living in town anywhere. So, I have no idea where I'm going to end up.
I'm moving to the country. So
Exactly. So Jenny, thank you again for being with us tonight.
My pleasure. I enjoyed it.
And
just keep grinning and giggling.
Keep grinning and giggling out there. Take care of yourselves. Lots of self-care right now. Pay no attention to the man behind the screen. This too shall pass.
And we're not leaving. We're
not going anywhere. We're going to be here.
We're coming back.
We'll come back. I promise.
Don't ever doubt it.
And I will probably do some pop-ups in the next few weeks. We just
that'll be fun.
I think it might be fun too. We'll just have to see what's going on. Onward or upward, but we're not going anywhere. We love you guys. You mean so much to us, and
more than the world.
We're not going to go anywhere. So, but tonight we are going somewhere. We're going
Pleasant dreams, everyone. Bye.
We love you.
Laugh
Good
a lot.
night, everyone. Stay here.